Hi Sweetness, today we're going to be doing a book review on The Program by Susan Young. And yes, my beginning hello line, greeting line was from Realm, from The Program of course. This book came out not too long ago. It's by, again, Susan Young, The Program. It is around 400 pages and it's a great book. And yes, I decided to wear my yellow scrubs. They don't really look exactly like theirs, but it's close. And okay, so the program starts off with the girl Sloan. I'm gonna call her Sloan. Okay, Sloan is a teenager, and right now the epidemic is, sorry, my nose, is suicide. The only cure to suicide, because the population is dropping like dead flies, is to send them to the program. The program is a facility that treats suicidal people with drugs and therapy and brainwashes them of every memory they basically have had in their past life. So therefore, if you don't have any memories, you can't really be depressed. So the program, no one likes it because if you do go to the program, you forget your friends, your boyfriends, all your memories you've had. So Sloan is a teenager and her boyfriend is James. Her boyfriend is James and their best friend is Miller. Sloan has a brother named Brady, and Brady committed suicide around a little long ago. And he jumped off a cliff into the water, and he was trying to drown himself. And James and Sloan were there, so James tried to save him, but they didn't. While Sloan was in the water trying to save her brother, which never made it, she tried to kill herself by drowning herself, and James saved her, obviously, because he's like her boyfriend. So she's already kind of depressed, so they have handlers watching them. That's what they are called, the people that bring them here. So Sloan, James, and Miller have a best friend or friend named Lacey, and Lacey gets sent to the program. So Miller kind of liked Lacey. Once Lacey came back from the program, they go to a private boarding school, everyone that goes to the program after that. So after Lacey comes home, Miller tries to see her, so he jumps in like her window, I believe. I haven't read this in a while, so forgive me if I'm wrong. And the handlers spot him, and they come for him. So while James and Sloan are on a trip together, Miller calls them and says, I'm going to take quick death, which is like a drug that kills you, and it's illegal there, obviously, because suicide's an epidemic. Miller kills himself before the handlers get him, because he'd rather be dead than not have any memories of his friends. All because he wanted to see Lacey, which came out of the program. And obviously Lacey didn't remember him, so Miller tried to make Lacey remember him. So after that, James gets very depressed because his best friend died. Sloan is trying to stay calm about it because she doesn't want to get sent to the program, but James obviously isn't the best right now, which is awful because he does end up getting sent to the program. So now Sloan has a dead friend, her boyfriend is in the program, and had a dead brother. So she's not doing so well. So eventually a handler spots her, and she gets and right before, she went up to her room and she locked the door. She took the ring that James gave her. It was a plastic toy ring, and she hid it in the bed. She's like, because they always redo your room after you come back from the program, so you have no memories. So she's just like, maybe I'll remember him if I find that. So she goes to the program, and yes, it's bad. She has to take a red pill before therapy. I'll show you it. It looks like this. It's red. I don't know if you can see that. A red pill, which is a truth serum basically in the therapy lesson, so she can talk all of her secrets out about what's happened in her life. And then after she takes the red pill, the therapist gives her a yellow pill, which makes her forget everything she just said basically, and it's very heavy, so it makes her all loopy. So yes, that. If things couldn't get any worse, she has a handler that's basically a pedophile, and his name is Roger. I think Roger Roger, I don't know. Please forgive me, Roger. And he's like, "Ew, I like you, Sloan," and it's really fruity. So Sloan meets this guy named Realm, and Realm is like, hi Sweetness, so that's where I got that from. And he's all nice to her, and they actually kind of grow feelings for each other, well, Realm does, and Sloan kind of likes him, and she kind of likes this comfort because it kind of reminds her of James. And finally, she's realizing she can't remember how Miller died, so she's like, they're really erasing everything. So the handler, her pedophile handler, Roger, I think I'm just going to call him that, Roger is like, oh, you can save one memory for a trade. The trade is for them to make out, because Roger's a pedophile like that. So the pill he gives her if she does that is It's purple, and if you take it, you like think of your memory, and then you get really violently sick after that. So she ends up taking the pill and gets violently sick after that. And then she tells Realm, and Realm's like, oh no, you shouldn't have taken that pill, give it to me. And she's like, oops, I already took the pill. Realm asks her, what kind of pills do you take? Because he works with the program. He's like a handler, basically. And she's like, oh yeah, the red, the yellow, and whatever the handler gives me. And he's like, oh, the handler shouldn't be giving you anything. And he's like giving her sedatives. And he's like a pedophile. He like touches her. So he's like bad. And so finally, Realm beats him up. And she's like, what hand did you touch her with and all this stuff. Beats like the crap out of him. Excuse my language, young ones. And the handler has to go home. Roger. Thank gosh, I hated him. And then Realm and Sloane's relationship start to heat up. Sloane goes to this therapy lesson, and at the end they give her a pill. It's like this. They give her a black pill. It's shown on the back. A black pill. And she refuses to take, so she takes it. And she's like, it's time for, the therapist is like, time to say goodbye. And she's like, to who? And she said, James. So this pill erased James. So she spits it out, like tries to make herself throw it up, but then the nurse injects her with it, because of course they have needles and stuff like that. So she wakes up the next day. No, she wakes up and she's like, she doesn't remember James. And like the whole time when you're reading this book, you're like, you love James! Like the whole time you want to just scream it to her, but obviously she wouldn't remember that. And she's like having that, after she took the purple pill, the memory she wanted to keep was of the ring under her mattress that she left before she went, when the handlers were coming up to her room. So she's kind of having those memories of the ring. So towards the end, like Realm's like, oh yeah, I have to leave in a few weeks, and then Sloane's like, oh no, I don't want to, because now Sloane kind of likes them because she doesn't really remember James. Eventually, she goes outside the therapist's office, and Realm's in there, and they're talking. They're like, oh yeah, the nurse is like, oh yeah, you shouldn't be physically touching her, because like they were kind of like in love. They're like kissing. And he's like, oh well, I heard that's best for recovery. And she overhears them talking that Realm's part of the program, and he's a handler assigned to Sloane. And Sloane freaks out because she's like, because Realm was never really a patient. He was just a handler assigned to her because she was kind of worse than the other one. So in the end, he comes back to her room and tells her to try this white sugar pill. He called it a sugar pill, and she's like, no, I'm not taking any of that stuff. So then he then she like slaps him. She's like, I'm gonna tell everyone that you're a handler. And he's like, he just ends up pushing her to the wall and makes out with her and everything. When they're like making out, she's like, I miss this comfort. And then he like stabs her with a needle. So like he gave her an injection that made her just remember Realm, like not just like him, but not his whole alter ego of him being a handler. Just the injection just made it so that she would just remember him, not the whole handler thing, that he was a handler. So she wakes up the next morning, and then the nurse tells her that she just had a fever. So then she goes back to boarding school, and she meets James, and she's like, oh, so you went to the program too, because she doesn't even know she dated James. So it makes you want to rip your face off. Hey guys, sorry about that. My camera died. I just lost a lot of car memory. So yes, they give her this pill, and they're like, oh, this will bring back your memories. You can choose if you want James to have it or Sloane to have it. And that's how the book ends. And the new book coming out in a few days or so, it's called The Treatment, and on the front of the cover is this orange pill. So yep, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll just show you. This is what the book looks like. This is the hardcover one. And then the hulls are white, and then you got like, I'll show you all the pills I used. By the way guys, if you want to know what pills I used, I'm not like a drug dealer or anything. Here you go. They're all like aspirins, and I just colored them with a marker, except the black one is an omega tablet. And I didn't color this one. And this one is a hair, skin, and nails one. I just colored it. So yep, there you go. So now I would rate the program 10 out of 10, because some of the parts are a little unclear, and you it was kind of rushed towards the end, so I would give this a 9 out of 10. But overall, this book is totally a good read for you to read. You would love this book, and I just want to say I'm so excited for the treatment to come out. So you know what, guys? Go and read this book. Buy it on iBooks. Get it anywhere you can get it. Got mine at Barnes & Nobles. Thank you guys for watching this video. So once again, enjoy. Have a good day, guys. New video by 9 coming out tonight or tomorrow. I'll be making a video soon. It'll be a book review. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Bye.